And hello once again, everyone. Joe from Feel Like Craps. I do feel like craps today. I hope you do as well. We are going to get going here on day number 4 of Waylon's Roll 'em Out, the Waylon 678 combo. We had to make some corrections to our profits. We had $1,070 as of day 3, but a couple errors occurred. Number one, we cheated ourselves out of $200 at the end of the last video, so that's been accounted for. And we also had a situation occur during the video proper where we had a no 4 and a buy 4 and a 7 rolled. The dealers, out of the goodness of their hearts, bless them, decided to pay us for both of them. They paid us for the no 4 and they paid us it was a $60 buy 4. Excuse me. And they paid us $120 with a $3 VIG. So we got paid $117 that we shouldn't have gotten paid. That being said, we took everything back, and after the additions and subtractions are made, we are $1,153 in total profit after day number 3. So out of sight, out of mind for now. Just a moment, if you would. All right, and we're going to get rolling right here for 20 minutes. 20 minutes on that clock, maybe a little shorter here in this video because we're a little constrained by time. But we'll get the stars of our show out. And let's play the strategy. $60 on the don't. $30 upstairs on the 6 and 8. Dice are out. First shooter's up. 415. That's a fee of 5. We're looking for a 6 or an 8. That's the ballerina. 224 and a 426. Easy 6. That's gonna get the train started down the tracks here. $35 winner. Take it back to the rack. That protects the 5. That goes in the DC. Here they are. 628. So our buddy here takes a trip behind the 8. And now we're going to play it out. Dice are out. 6-1, you're all done, son. That was fast. We're going to lose that. However, this is going to come down and get paid. And we're going to get 60 for the don't. These guys are just going to go back up to the 6 and 8 upstairs. And ladies and gentlemen, rather than you hearing me sniffle, I'm going to shut the mic off and take care of a little bit of a runny nose problem first thing in the morning again this morning. So bear with me for a moment. Okay, we're back. Let's get rolling. Dice are out. New shooter is up. Yo, 11. And we got a good example of what we're going to do now. That don't pass, just lost. We don't chase a come out 7 or 11. These bets are going to go off. And we're going to wait for the shooter to get a point. And it's a 5 again. So we've got a 5 for our new point. And we're going to go through the DC now. DC for 60. Here they are. 538, and that's a good one, actually. This is going to go behind the 8. We're going to get $35 for that 8. Put it in the rack. That's going to go in the DC. That protects our investment. 639, Nina. So this goes behind the 9, and we're playing everything out. Here they are. 5, 3, 8, so it's a loser. On top, but a oops, excuse me, $35 winner on the bottom. And we'll go back on the don't. Actually, we won't go back on the don't. We won't go back on the don't. This is just going to protect him. And we're going to look to get that don't situated. That's a 6. So we'll send him back over here. Dice are out. Hard 10, the puppy paws. And a 4 tray, let's get paid. Both these guys are going to come down. This guy will pay him. And we'll get 60 for the don't. The big DC bet. And 30 and 30. And new shooter coming out. 12 craps. That's going to push our don't to the next roll. Tie with the casino. 3, 2, 5. Once again, 5 is our point. We're looking for a 6 or an 8. Dice are out. And there's a 7. That's going to cancel. 5, 2. We're all through. Cancels. These lose. That wins and covers it all. Here they are. 6, 2, 8. Point is 8. $35 winner. We'll take it to the rack. That'll protect that. We'll go in the DC with the other one. Here they are. 3, 2 fever. That's just going to go take a trip behind the 5. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8's a point hit. We're going to lose on the bottom. Get 35 of it back. That's going to protect him for the time being. And we're going to put 60 back on the don't. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. That landed on a 6. So the puck gets to take a trip all the way down to Big Ben on the end there. And I think we have everything we need. So we're just going to let the shooter play it out. 5, 3. Actually, this needs to be replaced. This needs to go down there. Dice are out. And a 6, 1. You're all done, son. So again, that comes down. That pays that. And on a 7, we get paid on the don't pass. Move everything there. We'll push him back to the DC and await the next roll. Here they come. 3 craps. It's a winner. 1, 2, 3. If I'm on the don't, that's for me. Take that 60 and bring it right back to the rack. Dice are out. 4, 1, 5. The fever. We are loving that 5 for the point. Dice are out. 12 craps. All the spots and dots we got. And a 5-1 mixer. So we're going to get started quick. That'll be well, not so quick, but we got started nevertheless. The engine finally turned over. There's a 5-1-6. This goes over to the 5. That goes in the DC. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. Not the best number for action on a no, but it is what it is. 6, 2, 8. That travels behind the 8, and we're ready. Dice are out. Kiss action. 3 craps. That's a 1, 2, 3. If I'm in the DC, that's for me. And a 4, 1, 5. We're going to hit the point. We'll get 42 of our $60 back. That's too much. Standby. 42 of the 60. We'll stand by and get ready to go again here. What do we got? May as well have him protect our don't bet. Dice are out. 6-3 Nina from Pasadena. Just another moment, please, everybody. Okay, we're back at it. 6-3-9. 9 is the point. This is going to scooch on over. Dice are out. 6-2-8. So we lose the don't. The DC, rather. Gonna get set back up because we got to try to replace the DC. That's a 3 craps. That doesn't help now that we have a point. 4-1-5 doesn't help. 4-2-6 does help. That'll be a $35 winner. Back to the 9, back to the DC. Here they come. 5-4-9, 1 point hit. That loses, but we get 42 of it back. Got to go back up on the 6 and 8 and back on the don't pass. Dice are out, and that hurts. A 4-3-7 will kill everything on the board, save 1 bet, because that comes down and saves that. And on a come out 7, we don't chase. So everything comes back. We're going to wait for the shooter to get his bearings straight and roll us a point. Dice are out. That's a back-to-back 7. 4-3-7. That's why we don't chase the don't on a come out. 4-2-6. Easy 6. Our point is 6. $60 on the DC, 30 on the 6 and 8. Here they come. 6-2-8. The point, actually the don't goes to the 8. We get $35. This is going to go over to the DC. Dice are out. 3-2-5. Viva. Take a trip behind the 5 for that DC bet, and we're going to play it out. 6-4-10. Big Ben, our best friend. 6-3-9. Nina Niner. Wine and Diner. Here they are. Back to back. 6-3-9. Hard 10. We're rolling the outsides. 5-4-9. 9s and 10s, folks. And a 4-2-6. A point hit. We don't really care. We're working. Dice are out. 6-5. Yo, 11. Can't hurt us now. 5-4-9. We're on the 9. Dice are out. And we're going to get hit. The 5's going to come down. And we may as well throw something on the 6. Dice are out. 4 the easy way. Ace trade the easy way. 12 craps. 12 craps. 60 to 1 if you're in the horn. 180 to 1. Oh, 90 to 1 rather. We just made somebody very happy. 3 12s in a row. 415. And a 437 just cancels out. So this is going to come down. These guys are going to pay it. We'll send him back to the don't pass. Dice are out. And you guessed it, folks. We did what we usually do. Cost ourselves some money. And we don't chase. Dice are out. We're looking for a point. Yo 11. We'd have been screwed on the don't pass if we had gone back up in it. 415. We have a new point. 5 is the point. We'll stay at the same level for right now. Dice are out. 325. It's a point hit. Doesn't really matter for our purposes, though. We'll work the come out. Dice are out. 6 the hard way. That's the national average. It'll be a $35 winner. This is going to go in the DC. Here they are. And 1-6 hit the bricks. So these guys lose. This guy wins and covers it. Dice are out. 549, Nina. There's a 12 again. The box cars making our horn parlayers very happy. There's a 6-5 yo 11 yo 639. We lost a we lost a point. So didn't even get a chance to do anything on that one, folks. Dice are out. We're looking for a new point. And you guessed it, folks. We just lost all our profits. Come out frickin' 7. Dice are out. And another 7. 6-1. We had a 4-3 followed by a 6-1. And another 6-1. If we had chased that don't pass, we'd be in a lot of trouble. 6-4-10. Not going to ladder this up because we're going to be in trouble if we do. 4-2-6. We'll take one day of less than stellar profit because the video is almost done. This will be the final shooter. So that goes there. $35 here. Dice are out. 549. And we're going to play it out. And you guessed it, roll a 9 back to back. That's wonderful. I'm playing out the 6. We're not going to do anything else because I know the minute I put another bet out, we're going to roll that. There's a 6-1. You're all done, son. We may as well come out $30 ahead. And that's going to do it, folks. Schedule constraints will forbid us from doing another shooter, so I don't think we had too much success here in this video. We're probably going to be behind. This is 100, and that doesn't get us anywhere near 1,000, so we'll put him back in the rack. Let's see how close we can get. That's going to be a green chip. Yep, 500 there. Well, we got 900, so that's 924. So 924 out of 1,000, we lost $76 on day 3 because of, the dice gods will be the dice god. It is what it is. We gotta take some money. Here's our profit. We gotta take some money out of the profit stack to get us back to 1,000. So number one, we'll take that. That'll trigger a color up. That's gonna trigger another color up to get us back to 1,000. There we go. Actually, that gets us to 925. So we need 75 more dollars. We'll trade that in. Trade the black chip in, get 4 greens. That gets us here, which gets us to 1,000. So we'll put the 1,000 back in the bankroll. That way we're ready for the next video, roll number 5 coming up. And after 4 days and a little bit of a not so stellar performance today, we are at $1,077. Still not a bad haul. We'll see what happens for the final day tomorrow, folks. And as we always say, this is living proof whenever we go to the casino to never bet with money that you cannot afford to lose, because we lost today. But onward and upward to day 5 tomorrow. And we will see you then. Joe from Feel Like Craps here, everybody. I always feel like craps. I hope that you do as well. Till the next time, be well, stay safe, and as always, I hope every trip to that craps table sees those dice gods being forever and always in your favor.